Hey everybody, it's Kayla, and I know, wow, you can see my face. Normally when you click on one of my videos, it's a tarot card reading, but this message specifically is from the Galactic Confederation of Light. I'm not going to go into detail in regards to like what that looks like, because in essence we are all one, but we do play out this storyline, I guess, and there is something real that's actually happening etherically and spiritually, and the event that they talk about, the heart center awakening. So I was pushed to create this video to talk about a few things. So for those of you that have moved into your soul purpose, like for instance, when somebody first has a spiritual awakening, they start changing. They start having something called a personality change. And then they begin to shift their jobs, their relationships, and that sort of thing, and begin to move into sort of like, well, what do I love to do? What really makes me happy, and it's like moving into the heart space, because that's the evolutionary process, is we're moving into the heart center, which is amazing. But there's a lot of purging that takes place. So one of the main messages that was very clear for me to share with you was that do not feel guilty for following your own heart. Do not feel guilty for putting yourself first. Okay? Because there are many energies out there that are playing out in other people, right? That the matrix, it's like the subconscious patterns that play out within these beings. Some of them are not in control at all. Some are in control somewhat. But usually, at least for me, it's pretty easy to tell like who's conscious, I guess, and who isn't. So if you're watching this video, then you're obviously a conscious being. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna label it the Galactic Confederation of Light or something weird like that. But yeah, release the guilt, the shame, and move into your soul purpose, because you're fully supported. And you have a team, right, quote unquote team of guides and angels and spirits and ancestors that are guiding you along this journey, that are supporting you 110%. So that was the first message. And then I know there was some stuff about manifesting. That's why I'm outside here, because I'm in this little space that's very, it's like a ley line. It's certain areas of the earth there's the veil is thinner, right? So it's easier to communicate with beings in the ether or wherever that you desire to communicate with in certain areas of the earth. And I was led to this home and this land back here, and I'm just looking at the trees as I'm looking up, and my son built this little like teepee that we're still working on. But so that being said, there are certain areas that you're going to be pulled to. So follow your intuition, because you're being pulled there, because some of you are meant to do grid work, right, for the 5th dimensional heart-centered grid. So there's parts of that you're doing. Some of you are delivering light codes. Some of you are, just by your essence alone, you bring the darkness to light. So that's what we would call like a catalyst, right? Those catalytic situations that like hurt really bad, but they also help us grow the most. Oh yeah, and then everyone's abilities are starting to wake up. Woo! Like all of our abilities. Like not as the I have my abilities, but it's the we, us, the one, us together have all of our abilities, and they're coming back, and they're starting to enhance and get stronger due to the fact that we are getting our 12 strand DNA activated again, because it was brought down to the 2 and now it's being brought back up to the 12 after the dark age, the 26,000 year life cycle that ended in 2012, or now we're saying that it was a little bit off and it was 2021 or something, but regardless, it's already happened because the Mayan calendar predicted it. And not even that, it's just like you can tell in humanity that things are changing. People are starting to wake up to their power, their divinity. They're realizing how amazing and beautiful they are, because it's like, you are a divine being. I am a divine being. I'm just a reflection of you. You're just a reflection of me. We're all God. I'm God. You God. You God. This cup is God. Everything has a frequency. Everything is alive. It has, it has a vibration. It has energy. Those are the things that we're waking up to, and just releasing the guilt and shame that the old system has sort of programmed us to believe, around parenting, around jobs, around family members, around body image, around everything. And it's like, you're holding complete already within this present moment, right here, right now. Yep. Right now. You literally are divine light in essence, right? And you came here to, there's just a little, it's a spider. That's the first one I've seen. I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. I'll work on it. You're all divine beings in essence. I think maybe some of you should look up the spirit. That's a really weird looking spider. Look up the spirit totem animal, Native American, of a spider. That was pretty weird. It like crawled right across my phone. So moving into soul purpose, soul mission. Oh, shit. I remember the thing. This is the whole reason why I was getting the message to do this video, and I was like trying to remember, and I was like, whatever, I'll be reminded when I start recording, and that's how it went. But now I remember. The 144,000, the 9144 breaks down to a 9 completion, right? So actually, today's the number 9 day. If you look at my other daily videos and the daily forecast that I'm doing, and please subscribe and share my videos, and please help get the word out and help all of us to connect. So I saw 144, I don't know, probably at least 3 or 4 times today already. And I studied a lot about it in the Bible for a while, because I went through some different belief systems, and I believe it to be like a completion of a vibration that each person carries, not an actual individual, like only 144,000, right, are going to go to heaven. That's what the Bible says, and whatever. I think, I'm not even going to get into it because I'm not educated enough to even to discuss it. But it was the number that caught my eye. I'm just going to listen here for a second. It was something about the 144,000 that were going to come down and help save the planet, save the earth, bring things back to light. I believe only 144,000, it said, were only going to heaven, or there was a specific number of people that it talks about in the book of Revelation. And I really resonated with that number for a long time, so there is a part of me that also believes that there is just a specific 144,000 sacred rebel heart twin flames that came here to fucking light shit up and expose the darkness and bring Gaia, Sophia, whatever, however you want to label her, this beautiful planet back to light. I think it's in the Gnostics, they believe that, like, Sophia, you know, she was sent down, cast down into the darkness, you know, and whatever. And same thing, the Bible with the fallen angels and stuff like that. But right now we're moving into the golden age. So when that 26,000 year life cycle ended, around this time, we entered into something called the golden age, or the new age of Aquarius, where everything is being brought to light. So it looks like it's not very light because things are being exposed, right? But that's sort of what needs to happen for all of us to heal. So it's time for you to step into your power and your mission. You should be meditating every day, not should. I mean, I usually don't use the word should, but you should be meditating every day, connecting to your heart every day, doing yoga, connecting to your breath. There are so many beautiful things that you can do to align your breath with the body, because the real purpose and the real mission is about unifying the feminine and the masculine, the father and the mother, right? The mother earth, the father sky, the dark, the light, the male, the female. It's whatever, however you want to look at it. It's about merging the dualities and realizing that we're all one. So you're unifying that within your one being, and that's your 12-strand DNA waking up, right? And then that brings us into the fact that we have a 12 chakra system that we're also integrating into our physical body and then around our body. And we're actually going to be doing me and a few other friends of mine that are healers and that are well qualified are looking to do an event this summer on integrating the 12 chakra system. And I'm a yoga instructor, so I would be teaching the physical aspect and doing some of the energy work, and then we'd have other people doing some of the energy work. So if that's something that you would be interested in, then please comment below, because it would be nice to know. It won't be till the summer, so we'll have time to plan. Because that's the mission. So when you have the 9, the 144, whatever, 12 plus 12, so 2 people that come into union. So one person comes into unity with their source, their divine feminine, their divine masculine. That one being, meets another whole one being that's unified with their feminine and masculine. And then they come together, that are both activated, the 12-strand DNA and the 12 chakras, both on both sides. They come together, and when they come together, they create something called the third energy. And the third energy is a 5th dimensional heart-centered consciousness. And that is the event. Like, that is the big thing, is moving into the heart and operating from the heart. None of us even really know what that means. We think we do. We think we love people, but really that's coming from an emotional space. So your emotional body is in your sacral chakra, your sexual energy, your emotional energy, your emotional body, right? All of your relationship templates that you incarnated with from your parents are downloaded into your emotional body. So you wonder why you have all these patterns with relationships, right? Oh, my mom did that. Oh, my dad did that. Oh my gosh, I'm dating somebody like my dad or my mom, blah, blah, blah. Those are all you playing out those relationship templates that you inherited from your ancestors. So when you say you love somebody in an intimate relationship, is that coming from in an emotional space of, like, you're making that person your God, or like you're getting some kind of fulfillment? Or if you really feel into your heart, are you living and operating from a space of love from your heart? And then it was just 144 on the clock, as I said that again. So that's what I'm saying. This is a very serious message, and it's very important. it's just time to take responsibility and separate from things that aren't serving you so that you can heal, even though you're already whole and complete within yourself. Yes, I did say that, but we live in this world of duality where we have to speak words to understand certain things, even though we have an inner knowing that we're whole and complete already within ourselves, and we can just lay here and be. And yes, that's true to some extent, but there are things that that you're meant to do. Cool. So we talked about the 12 chakras, the 12-strand DNA upgrading. What we didn't talk about was the purging of the heart. So there may be a lot of purging of the heart, like crying, and that's where that guilt and shame around there can come into play. I'm sure a lot of people are in like not because of COVID, but just in like hermit mode. People may be just purging energies that were blocking them from their heart. Okay, so we talked about that. We talked about, we talk about manifesting and how we live in a limitless universe now. Okay, so because we moved into the golden age, the new age of Aquarius, we're not necessarily bound by the laws anymore. So that's why the abilities that I was talking about are coming into play, which they're not new. They've always been there. They're you. That's who you are as a whole in general. We just forgot because we haven't been activated like that before in so long. So it can be really harsh on the physical body, so definitely listen to your body and do whatever it is that you need to do for yourself. Listen to your body. I personally, that's why I teach yoga, because I have to move my body to move all the light, because I will explode. I have so much fire in my body, so I have to literally just move to move that energy sometimes, and breath work and things like that can be really helpful as well. So let's see, are there any other messages? I'll show you guys the trees really quick that I'm looking at. And I don't think there's anything else. I think we talked about everything. I got a lot of information out pretty fast, so it's about an 18-minute video, and I just got out a lot of information and a lot of downloads and a lot of transmissions for you that are listening. So if you would like some assistance, if you need a healing session, just to help integrate the energy, you can shoot me an email, Kayla Divine Channel @gmail.com. I also do tarot readings, and oracle readings, past life readings, whatever, all the stuff, cutting cords so that you can move forward, move through something. Twin flame readings, only to get you into union with yourself, and that's the true purpose. Connecting with the second dimension, the fairies and the stones and the crystals, and just realizing that everything's alive, and noticing that and being present. So for some reason Siri just activated that, so I don't know if you heard what I just said, but maybe if you didn't, you weren't meant to hear it. So all right, yeah, so if you'd like a session, again, shoot me an email. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Again, share this message, and move into your light, move into your power. It's time to step out of the spiritual closet, and it's time to really get out there. So, again, the 144,000, if that resonates, please comment below or email me just a chat. I'd love to hear about it. All right, I love you all so much. Peace, much love, and namaste.